And then media weights. Media weights is nothing but setting of budget allocations to your various media vehicles. Then your various constraints like reach and frequency objectives again for your various media vehicles. And then finally it comes to the media buy, which is eventually the most important part of any media plan or any advertising for that matter, whether it's media or whether it's creative aids. Because ultimately it's the cost which matters, right? Okay. Now post this, you have 6 strategic components which again will face the impact. This is how it is made, right? Insight, you have the place derived out of it. Then after this will actually give you know this. And this is a self-derived activity. What you want to use an account. A lot of times clients also like to do that. I want only I want only. But that should never stop a marketer or an agency person or a marketing person like us from giving recommendations. We should always keep our out of the box thinking capacity or never get shunned. A lot of clients are very stringent in a way that should never stop you from visualizing. Then setting a media mix advice. The questions which a media manager or a marketer should ask is, what is my consumer's demographics? As in, kaha lata hai, what is he, what's his age, whether he's a male or female, what is he doing? Then something which, a philosophy which I very clearly follow, which comes from me from Stockholm, which is very, every agency has its own philosophy. I adopted this philosophy of theirs, which is known as the consumer passion part. We used to work on things like defining clusters within the consumer passions and thereby targeting them there the most, because that's the time when they are most receptive and most open to communication. And then we go on to the consumer lifestyle. That's what I told you, like when he wakes up to the time he goes to sleep, what all things does he do? What does he do with his lifestyle? Then we go on to targeting that segment and then finally getting into a competitive insight as to what different other competitors doing in these cases. Like a credit card company for that one. When we were when I was launching Kotak credit cards, that's the time when we saw there was no really any intrinsic benefit which any credit card has. Sabka same, like they'll give you a loan, they'll give you a EMI facility, they'll give you a whatever interest or charge thing. But there's no intrinsic benefit in the card. So what do? So what these guys found, the Kotak credit card guys found out was in this part of it. Cooperative design, right? Is what they found out was every card was a rectangular card, as a horizontal card, which at times becomes very difficult to fit in pockets. As in, it takes in a lot of space. It makes your wallet make more, wider. So what these guys did was they came out of the vertical card, which they can keep anywhere. It was just a design attribute. So what we later on as a marketer did was, I saw there's no specific intrinsic benefit to the card apart from the look of the card. The consumers were relatively also very bored with the same look of every card. So people started laughing at it. I mean, see, there are a lot of things like clarity between my annual interest charges. That's an insight. Okay. Now, a lot of people want to know what is my annual interest rate that I pay for a credit card. What a credit card solve that problem by declaring everything in the clear account. मेरा annual interest charge इतना है. If you have a outstanding for like long period or whatever period, this is how it is broken down on a monthly basis. That's clarity, which the consumer want. That's a consumer insight. So that goes for targeting insights. Then you design your communication mode and everything based on it. Now, see, advertising now it's become media planning and creative agencies and PR agencies, all separate. But a true marketer should be a person who should be visually at least or conceptually at least gifted with all these visuals. Because there was a point of time when one agency used to control all these things, right? Now slowly again there is coming a time when it's going to be a consultant. Like we in our agency in Google, we not only plan on media planning per se, We also make visuals, we also make commercials. We outsource the part of it, but the whole creative concept, everything we do. We also do films. We also do program integrations. So ultimately, see all these things, all these different gamuts, they're nothing but insights we actually draw out from a brand or communication purpose, and they're using it. See how different segments are considered, then business insights, what the competition is doing, and therefore how different can it be. Now, see the business challenge for international tourism is an example in which it was very clearly mentioned. I want to increase my visitations, okay, and per DM spends. Therefore, target. So therefore, what was finally outcome of this was target emerging markets, where your per capita income is rising, where people are going out more on holidays, where people are traveling more. That's why a lot of these airline companies have started increasing their spend in India. Because India, in spite of the global recession, was still following a 25 GDP growth rate, which was like pretty good, pretty awesome in fact, when all of the world was losing it up. So this is the insight which they got from. This is an emerging market, why not spend it? Then demonstrate value and deepen destination value. Okay, now consumer challenge which comes is families, HMIs. HMIs is basically household medium index. So sorry, should be HMIs? It's HMI only. HMIs is a definition. Youth no. HMIs
household नहीं होगा because it is school.
It's not household. It's I think it's youth only. I think youth only. I'll get back to you on that. I think it's youth only. So see, all these three segments are operating on a different need altogether. For example, families, they would require value. For the HMIs, it will be cool quotient. I think you're right, it's youth. It would be the cool quotient, as in they want everything to be more yappy and more funky and more jazzy than compared to a regular person. And then for meeting MIC, why did I write the short form?
MIC is meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions.
Right. For them, it's more business and more value for that. Value for money, not value for money, more value. This is where we go into passion group marketing, which I mentioned. Drawing insight and therefore defining the passion groups, passion center of individuals, and design. See, this is something, for this we normally use two kind of things. One is a database called DGI, which is which primarily helps you develop passion group clusters. If you're familiar with cluster analysis and all, what it defines is cluster analysis you're familiar with, right? See what are they about, how it normally is. So in cluster analysis, you have dimensions. These are the axis dimensions. Now what it does is, suppose sure, happiness. I'll use this as a base quotient. The happiness is there. There is coolness. This is very youthful. And this, I can take it trendy. I'll tell you where is this come from. I'm coming from the Scooty ads. Scooty Plus ad. This family targeting young teenage women. Not even teenagers, adults. Whoever could hike their driving license. Now, there are various attributes to it which the brand was trying to figure out. What should it be? Should it be trendy? Should it be coolness? Should it be happiness? Should it be happiness? So what they finally arrived at was there was a huge cluster of people who are roaming in this segment of it. What cluster analysis does is they basically identify clusters. For example, these are markings, you know that, right? These are numbers, how close you are towards it. Now, clusters are nothing but group of people or group of attributes or group of qualities which are moving towards a similar direction. Now, these people are very much alike here. They're very much alike. They're moving in a very similar direction. So that's the time when they thought this is a more closer proximity where there is a large number of cluttered individuals with this kind of a thought process in their head. I want something trendy, I want something cool. That's how they position their brand as a trendy brand. Being which set of clusters are more closer to the particular attribute. So this is what TGI also does. TGI facilitates what do you call that? Consumer behavioral patterns. Like I like going to movies. That's a behavioral pattern. I like listening to music. When I look for information, I count on internet the most as a user. These are not attributes, behavioral attributes. These are the way I think, the way I do things. So that helps you develop into a demographic and the psychographic pattern of the target audience. I'll tell you why this is important is because it's so many different what do you call that options available to people. I mean, so many different genres that you can play with. It becomes very important for me to find out the right option and the right place in which my target behaves, and that's the time probably he will be most responsive to what's happening. So it can be a television, can be an outdoor activity, can be anything for that. For example, if I am doing I used to have a brand called Nature Valley. It's a health nutrient bar from General Mills. Now, what we were trying to figure out is these guys try to do a lot of coding and a lot of things which do not really work. The simple reason being, a bar, a health nutrient bar, is nature itself is not tasty. It tastes like shit. Trust me. It's a very money to pay on. But my question is, food and things that you eat are very tasty. So I need to do a lot of more sampling, like what Red Bull has done. Red Bull works on a very sampling based pattern. Now the question is, when and where? So that's the time when we thought, when are people most concentrated on their health, on their like not eating garbage things. So we found gyms, jogging parks. Those are the right time because that's the time when the guy is more receptive to this kind of a concept. That came from this. So it gives you a set of cluster which probably goes towards it. It gives you a cluster which is more in sports. It gives you a cluster who doesn't do all these things, but they are still very health conscious. They probably go for a morning walk. Now they're all very different, exclusive set of audience, but they are all moving in the same direction. Again, that's the cluster thing which I explained to you. That's towards health. Right? Those are all different attributes, but moving to one direction. So those clusters will combine together to give you an insight of it. That's how you get an insight. So any kind of a brief that you get, or if you're working on it, any kind of brief to give, always consider the insights and how exactly you want to. You should have your consumers' head and his lifestyle completely to understand where is he most successful. Okay, and then this will lead you to passion identification, as I told you. Passion again would be I love sports, I love this. And this would also give you a size, therefore it will also give you a size of audience. Where do these people reside? Probably, like for example, Red Bull doesn't do it in everywhere. They don't do an activity everywhere. They do it in office spaces, where there are large number of office spaces. When they know that there's a lot of late night work. Like we have counters in our office which serves free drink all the time.
They will come to colleges.
Yeah, they will. Again, the whole purpose of college is different. So they also go to bars because the whole purpose of consumption of Red Bull there is different. Red Bull found a very good mixer with rum or white rum or whatever, vodka. That's a new cool drink that people are drinking now. That's a new thing which is developed by them. It was not there. Nobody knew what's a energy drink before. Now offices would make more sense. My office would make more sense because advertising people in average work very late. Like today morning I came back home at 5 o'clock. So it's like insane. I mean people do work with that. So that's the time when you have that option. So they know when to come. That's going to be from a sizing. sizing, where they stay, and check out the different options that you can probably do in the universe. Now, again, these are just some statements given so that you understand. Psychographic and behavioral attributes and profiling of the character. This is a girl who is very much into health, but she's also a working woman, she's also a mother. She has all these things into her head, but what does she think like? She thinks it's important to be well informed about things because she needs to be alert. Now she watches news and reads newspaper an average 20 minutes a day. Then in health conscious measures calories, nutrients and food that she cooks. She goes for periodical checkups and does some kind of exercise every day. She thinks it's important to devote time towards the kids' upbringing. Reads about parenting and also takes care of the kids' health. And she's technologically savvy and owns at least 3 gadgets. Has traveled abroad and she likes reading books on travels. Now tell me, what are the typical things which are very isolatedly different than
She's an all-rounder.
no, that's there. That's an overall thing, very true. But then what are those individual touch points that you see? What are very drastically different from each other and yet mutually exclusive? That's a big point me out at least 2 more. That's right. She's conscious about her health, right? So if you see, automatically you can actually point out so many different ways you can actually target. Gadgets, a mobile phone, an iPhone, an application. Phones, for example, the nowadays modern phones, you can have a lot of stuff like, for example, the BlackBerry BBM thing. BlackBerry Messenger also has something called a BBM, the BlackBerry Messenger services, which enables you to communicate with anyone using a BlackBerry throughout the world free of cost. You don't have to pay anything. It's like a Yahoo Messenger or a Google. You don't have to pay anything. All you need to do is know the BBM ID of that special and unique number from your friend or relative, and they use you to share with each other. That's about it. I mean, it's that freaking easy. So that can be a very good part where you can actually target. You can make a mobile application for that. If it's like if I'm a Talwarkar or a gold gym, I would probably make a weight measure on the phone. There's an application which actually measures your calorie. The moment you feed in your details, like what food you've had, it is customized to an Indian palate. So it automatically gives you what kind of calories are you. So all these things, like these are the various ways you can actually create a touch point for them, thereby contact. These are the 5 things which have actually arrived out of those statements. She is a health freak. You must be wondering about these percentages and numbers. These are your size and this is your affinity. And I'll tell you what's the affinity all about. Suppose you have gadgets. Okay? You have gadgets here. You have health here. You have news junkie here. Okay? These are attributes, few qualities that we have. There's something called a base TG, and there's something called your TG, as in your defined TG. I'll put this as base on. Now base, ideally in case of TGI, it would be TGI is 12 plus audience. That is your 12 plus age group. So 12 plus age group is your base. But your TG is, say, and in this case I think it was 22 to 45, 29, 20 to 35, 25 to 40. 25 to 45 women, SSC, A plus, whatever. Okay. Now what do you normally do is for example, this your base TG in terms of base TG is much wider, right? It's like 12 plus. That means like it covers the whole gamut of your TG. Now, TGI for that matter only takes into consideration till SEC ABC. It doesn't take into consideration the rural mass and the lower section of the society. Below, it just takes care. SSC would be SSC B is the middle class. SSC C is the lower middle class. Till that level. So this will probably say we would give a percentage of 16%. So 16%. This will be 10%. This will be 20%. This random. But on your base TG, suppose this is 18%. This is 20%. This is 15%. Now, technically, what you normally would do is that you have 15%, but it's not like that. What you do is affinity is basically it keeps a check of how likeliness am I to a particular attribute vis-a-vis the base. So I think how it is calculated, affinity, it will be this 18 divided by 16 or multiplied by 100. Okay. Now, for example, in this case, it will be 15 by 20 into 100. That is what? 5 to the 15, 5 to the 20, 4 to the 25. 75. This is 75. This is not a good sign. In case of affinity, for example, in this case, it would be 2016. I think it would be 110. So in this case, gadget is a more likely combination. I'll tell you why. According to basic statistical rule, any number when you do a affinity grade, affinity is nothing but checking your component versus vis-a-vis the base component. Anything which is higher than 100 is a good sign. That means it's more likely. Anything which is lower than 100 is a lethargy. That means they are not that in tune with it. So in this case, we can choose to ignore 75. Whereas this, although the base population might be low, the base population probably, say for example, in this case it is 1000. In this case it might be just 100. But this is more likely because they are more likely to respond. Huh? No.
This doesn't really, it's a subset of base, right?
No. This is I'm talking about the universe. I'm talking about TG. So this is TG population. Suppose this is TG population, 100 was the absolute sense of 100%. And suppose your base population is 1000. Base population obviously is higher. Base population is 1000. That means this is 16% of 1000. This is 18% of 100. Okay. Now it's clear, right? So now in this case, what happens is this shows that my affinity to that, or my likeliness for that particular attribute is much higher and much stronger. That means whatever I do in this space has a higher chance of being accepted. That's why these numbers, like although the base is low, it's very negligible, it's 9%, but your likeliness for this audience to accept it is higher. This showed separately because this is probably not there in the affinity part of it. But whenever you're plotting it out, be careful, you always index it. And so your likeliness is not counted. Then we get so many things. Let's see, for example, travel, there's a huge chunk of population which is like completely due. Therefore, you have described the big five, as in the big five passion groups that exist within it. And the next step is, what do I do with these? The next step is understanding what are the problems that are faced by this side of the cluster of people. They find it difficult to say no to kids. They surf for content on kids and parenting. They buy toys at least once a month. Read articles on baby and child in newspapers and magazines. That means they're fairly evolved audience which seeks for information, which considers information, and which probably works on that information. So this is a good space where probably a mother-child care product can get in. Maybe a Horlicks can enter it. Then news. See, reads more than 2 papers a week. Mainly reads news and section of newspapers, chooses based on programs, and chooses to watch the news based on channel programs. She has a point of view. Okay, right? She's fairly informed. Now, the kind of question a media manager or an agency person or a marketer would ask is consumer contact opportunities based on the insights that we have developed, and therefore consumer contact selections. Now, contact selection is have the target's media consumption habitful to be important, and whether the brand contacts selected by the basis of are meaningful to the consumer's business insight. So what this is trying to find out is, based on whatever attributes that I have defined, are those vehicles, are those contact points which I am finding out, are they relevant? Again, suppose for example this lady back here is very evolved. Okay, she is very much onto those information space. And if I start advertising on SARS will very low, Star Plus, then it won't really make a difference, it won't work. Similarly, even if I am working on the same spectrum where she is operating, if my message is not relevant, she will not take it. For example, if I am advertising Agarbatti and I am doing it on a news channel, where she is probably looking for a more relevant information source, she will not be interested. So all these details will map it over. So those consumer attributes will also help you identify what channel, what genres, which publications, what time. Radio for that matter. I tell you what, radio has a very interesting thing. Radio, when FM radio started, it was very different. Because that's the time when people used to listen to it all the time. Because that's the time MP3 downloads, then your CD players and iPods weren't there. So people were very much into radio space. FM and FM. I remember episodes. Yeah, there was only songs, exactly. And they used to play new songs. What else? I mean, I still remember when I was in Pune, that's the first time radio pictures started off in Pune. I was like 30 or something, second year. So everybody was getting excited. Would radio picture in the road show, this and that. They are famous, so-called that time. Nobody knew those artists, but they were called famous artists. They were parading and everything. So, but now radio is a very functional thing. Nowadays, radio listenership in an SSC AP household has really gone down. Nowadays, radio's prime time has shifted. Now the prime time is drive time. When people are driving to work, when people are driving back home, probably if they are going out on meetings and all. Then again, so when we are planning, when whoever is planning onto a radio plan, or whenever anyone is trying to advertise on radio plan, they would prefer to be only on weekdays. Weekends, on the contrary, are relatively exempted for more serious brand operators. The reason being, weekends probably are out with your family, so you're not into the phase of listening, or probably you're not switched on radio at all. And so things like these, they keep on working based on the consumer habits which keeps on evolving. So these are the things you need to really be focused on. Okay, now see, now this is how the plan is like. This is what you're going to do on the plan. You'll take a news. Now what I'm going to do on the news, I'm going to put an insert on the weekly newspaper. I'm going to put a 1 minute mock news and run it on a high frequency. Then I'll have static text bullets on headlines. That is static text bullets I'm telling you about. They have headlines coming in. There are certain information which is just there. Headlines normally keep on moving. But these static text, they are just there. And then I can brand that static. And then there are news embedding which happens. Then there are use of PR, get mileage. So these are the things which are again rotating on the same journal. This I've decided I'm going to take this journal up, and these are what the things I'm going to probably do differently. Okay, now this is again an example for you to understand. This would be typically once you get your media plan, once you have your insights drawn, then you need to figure out which medium to use when, right? And this is source is TGI. Actually, we normally use IRIS for this case, but TGI also has cinema is not there on IRIS. So what it does is it gives you a reach level. Indexing which I was telling you about, now it will give you. See, they are very similar reach levels. Although this is not the case, this is not your reach. Okay? So, but this is an indexing which is relatively high, so you can probably do it. But I am taking these only because their indexing are much more high. But see, a lot of times you have to make a trade-off decision because, for example, in this case, the internet base cannot be a lead medium. It can be a substitute medium, it can be a support medium. It cannot be a lead medium. The reason being, although it has a very, very high affinity to it, very, very high likeliness to it, but the base is, as the penetration of the product is very less. The medium is very less. So this is the base on which you actually select your media vehicle, which media vehicle to use when. Beyond which, again, depends upon completely on the contextual part of it, what you want to take it up. Therefore, this is how it goes into. The travelers skew towards print, radio, and cinema, and business travels. See, this is how it's different. These are all your affecting ways. These are on a city level actually. Same thing happening on a city level. See, the line is the affinity order, which again is the same thing. It's being defined on a different. This is the way you can actually represent that. So data they this is actually to make you understand better. As in, whenever you're getting those data points, if you put them on a graph, it becomes easier to understand. See, now you can see magazine is relatively high for the first time. He or she is probably looking for information. I was trying to see which place is what. Like for example, if I take Outlook, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, if I see this place, it's good enough. Or if I try to find some literature. Internet is very high because it's a very high search. People do a lot of research nowadays before buying anything or traveling anywhere. Like for example, coming here, I didn't know this place where it was located. So I went, Praveen gave me some direction which I could not make a head of the ground. Because I rarely travel this part of the ground. So what I did was I just opened the Google search on Google Maps and actually gave me the direction. So that's the time when I used it. That's their probably not getting contact or whatever. So these are basically Tier 1 towns, metros, will have this kind of attitude, whereas the Tier 2 town will have a very, very high skew probably magazine because internet penetration is not that high. See, internet base is actually quite low base of all towns. This, however, with older data, now it's increased quite a bit. So this is how you would target it.